If you look at the geopolitical events of the 20th century, India's partition, the coming out of Pakistan, war with China, forced India to have a continental kind of an outlook. But if you have a look at India's geography, I think it tells us that India is both a continental and a maritime power. So we are a continental power because of a huge landmass. We are a continental power because a large amount of our population resides in the heartland. We are connected to the Asian landmass physically. We are a kind of a maritime power because of a peninsular shape jutting out into the Indian Ocean region. We have two island territories on the flanks, which provides us a huge amount of depth and security to the mainland. And if you have a look at the large number of countries which are resident powers in, say, Indian Ocean region, most of them are small littorals or countries which are on the east coast of Africa, also significantly small. So India enjoys a predominant kind of a place in Indian Ocean region, and hence we are always a first responder, preferred partner of choice for any other country. So herein lies the importance of India being both maritime as well as a continental power. But it's the quirks of history actually which has made us look towards the continent, and yet it is the same continental landmass which actually hinders our growth. In the sense, if India wants today, it can't travel west. Even if we wanted to send aid to Afghanistan to the overland route, it's not possible. We can't travel north because Chinese are there in Tibet, and we can't travel east because Myanmar is perpetually embroiled in some kind of an ethnic kind of a conflict. So if we can't travel for trade anywhere else, then the only way left for us is towards the ocean. So if you have a look, India actually is like an island nation. Means we only can look towards the seas, and I think the long-term future of the destiny of India will lie in the seas and not on the continental island.